Hey everyone, this is John Pearson here. I'm just taking a moment to upload some videos regarding some of the Dynamo workflows we will be showing at the Revit Technology Conference this upcoming week. That way they have somewhere to be and people can see the workflows just in case we don't quite get to them during the conference. So one of the things we're actually going to talk about is optimizing your workflow to make things quicker, especially for repetitive tasks. One of these includes assigning rooms daylighting parameter, which is going to be this little gray one right here. So that includes it in a lighting analysis for Revit calculation that runs in the cloud. So what we would normally do is we'd go around and click every single room to assign them, and we can have it to where we start to have a color legend appearing. So I can grab one, and it's also, unless you turn them on, the room boundaries are a pain to grab. So if I just toggle that to where it's included, it'll change color. So that blue means yes for now. So like if we do like a no, so let's do storage, we'll just change it to unchecked. That one's blue. We're able to change these colors very easily to like a red for no and a green for yes, which is kind of pretty typical. So let's just do kind of like a nicer red, I guess. I'll do a green. We'll leave that one at that green. So those reddish ones are going to be no, and this blue is going to be yes. If you have a really big building, that could be a pain to go through and select every one of them. So with luckily with Dynamo, we can optimize that and automate it really quickly. So let's go through that graph. The first thing we're doing is we're selecting all of our room category, and we're setting the automated shades to none. You don't have to do this. This was just something for me to show that you can set all of something at once, which I think is really powerful. We are optimizing a workflow after all. From there, we're going to go ahead and get the element name, so the name of the rooms exactly, rather than doing another get parameter. And now I'm just turning that into string. String is text. Our class won't necessarily be about basics of Dynamo. It'll be more intermediate, but you can start to figure out these workflows pretty easily. From there, we're going to start to look for certain names. So if we're going to automate a workflow and optimize it, these are the typical rooms that are not included in a daylighting calculation. So if we just type these in here comma separated, that gets us a really good head start on our assignment. And the way I always put it is first we set everything and then we'll take it back and refine it. This is just going to be searching through the name for those characters, so like STOR for storage. Sometimes people abbreviate it, which isn't the greatest practice, but we'll go ahead and search for it like that. From here, we're just kind of searching it. These are a little more involved. It's changing it to where it's initial capital. That's not super important. And over here, we're just starting to figure out if it contains that area or contains that name. From here, we have the green, relates back to our graph a little bit, or our project, to set the include in daylighting to yes, and then for no. So it's going to set them automatically when I click run. So if we click run, it'll just think for a quick second because it's doing it for the entire model. We come back, it set all of our rooms really quickly for us. And if we pay attention, it actually did that for every level. So that's something, if it had like the word stair in it, it's gonna set that for me. So like I said before, if we just go ahead and set everything and then refine, so like if we wanted to include something over here like this recycle room, we can go back and switch backwards to it. So it's a little easier to refine than start from scratch. This is the first of about 3 or 4 graphs that I will show this week before the RTC conference. I look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks.